it was a little bit far from the center of the city, so we felt it was not really
in connection with
us and
the context, because we work a lot with the context. And our program, we are a collective of artists and people. At this moment we are 3 in the direction, and we are the working people. We have another Núcleo, or an artistic Núcleo, that thinks the program, and that comes from different areas. So we work with dance, but not dance as a way to produce movement, but dance as a tool to use movement to think about the world and to relate with what is around you and with yourself. And so it's not so much that kind of technical stuff to just perform and produce performances, but we are more interested in create contexts so that people can feel those contexts and
can try to experiment things.
Yes,
not just to have a final product, but a place where you can try, where you can experience what you could do, or what.
Yeah, it's more focused on the creative processes and not so much on the result or final result, maybe. Yes, but that is an important thing too. So basically, our program, and maybe we can change a little to the other room, because it's the room that we have to really support some of these projects that can begin here and that develop in different ways. So choreographers and artists from different fields that work with the body, and we have a straight connection with Faculdade de Belas Artes, Visual Fine Arts University, that is right there, yes. And at this moment, this space is really the beginning of a relation that we are starting with our neighborhoods too. So we are very interested this year to work with the community and work with institutions and with people that is around this place. And so
try to know each other and see what can we do with what we can do with them, and
so yes, and support each
like,
other.
Yes, like supporting each other,
challenge each other too. Our project has more to do with live art, you know, than so much with dance, as I was saying to you before. We are very interested in collaboration processes. So we are interested in putting people together, creating, but in a team format. And we are really interested also in the relation that we establish with the observer. So our performances, even when we create a performance, we have special attention on how to deal with this relation. You that are disponible to have an experience, seeing something, and the artists that are sharing something, how to deal with who is observing who and who is creating what. So that's something that is really with our city. And
I'm remembering the project with the Sofayer.
yes,
the living.
the last one was a project that was really out of control from the dance field, because it was really created by a live art artist that is Joshua Sofayer, and he challenged us to put all the community thinking about who they would like to nominate to give the name of a street. So we launched a kind of contest. Yes, and people could write and think about who are your role models, who really touch and signifies something important in your life. Who would you like to
honor with the name of a street of our
so we had a jury that received
In Porto, you had the difficulty because you had to nominate a dead person, right? Because
yes,
of the we have also an architect, and that could be interesting. Because the project actually involved giving a real street a name to the person.
Yes,
but we have a committee. We have a committee that choose and see if this name of this person it's honorable enough to be given a name. But they only accept dead persons. You can't give a name to a living person. So that was.
There's a lot of rules. That is not the only one. There are
yes.
rules.
The rules that were written in 1928.
Yes.
So
for us, it was most important. It was really the participation of the people and the things people were writing and feeling about that.
Even the final proposals, some of them were really polemic.
Controversial.
Yes.
But it was interesting because some people okay, let's honor the first president of the Porto Club, and the other guy, okay, let's honor my mother, and you have this kind of differences. Some were very personal.
We were interested in having a common person in a sign of the street, to try to challenge and to
change a little bit
the rules, or ask them to think about why that can change, or if it has to be so strictly. But it was really nice, and we really gave a name of the street. It was done by a school. So this was the most
politically correct
choice.
Yeah.
From the 5 finalists, we knew that
probably it would be that one.
This one we can make us finish the project and have really a sign made out of the project. But we would stay happier if for
another
instance,
one.
This I don't know.
Well, we had an actor.
This one was alive. And he's
alive.
He's alive.
She's alive.
Yes, she's alive. He's alive. Kill her so that we can have a sign. But this one is alive and was there, and she was a domestic worker.
She was a
housekeeper.
Yes, she was a housekeeper.
And there are lots of families in Porto that are sustained by these housekeepers that really have a kind of relation with the families, and that support families since the kids are babies and that. So another
she
one
received
was
two nominations
control that was killed in a way that was really horrible. And our seats sometimes forget things that are not so good. And it was a way to show, okay, we can't forget this. This can't be repeated. So it had social implication too. So our projects are try to go beyond the artistic circle. Also, they can be experienced as an artistic proposal, but you have different layers, and people can get the different perspectives and the different involvements that they propose to.